Tonight we're going to carve the Baden Powell Scoutmaster Bolo tie. As with all my pieces, we start off with a square piece. We round off the two corners, leave the back ones, and flatten it out. I already did that just in the essence of time. This cut right here is going to be the first cut that we make on this block of wood. So we're going to come down to about right there. You can tell that's a pretty precise measurement. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and start blocking that down. Putting in the bottom rim of the hat. At this point, let's put in the bottom of his ear. Okay, the bottom's in. Let's go ahead and block in the ear. You can see that's probably 1/4 of an inch in there. You're going to slide right up to the bottom brim of his hat. Whenever you start to carve, make sure you have a good sharp knife. I just look to see where the bottom of the ear ended. If I'm a little bit off, I can square them up when I round off the bottom of the ear later on. Okay, now we have our ears roughed in. We have the bottom of our hat. This cut right here is the next one we're going to make, and then we're going to put that cut in. So there's the top of her eyes, the bottom of her nose, if you're just starting to carve, stop the video and rewind it and do the steps with me. I've carved 1 or 2 of these, so unless you're my grandson, it'll probably take you a little bit longer. He was pretty quick on his first couple bolo ties. Okay, notice I left a lot of wood in there for his nose. The reason I did that, because it's so much easier to take wood off than it is to put it back. Okay, at that point, let's flip it over and let's put on his cheeks. What I'm trying to do is just give him a little bit of a mouth mound. All right, now we're ready to carve. Just put that cut and this one on this side. You're going to take it kind of easy. See where we're at. I can shift that nose a little bit at this time. All right. So I put this cut into his nose, and where that starts to come down, put your blade here and come up. At this point, round up your eyebrows. This little cut right there, it's round. All right. If you do it to one side, do it to the other. Just like algebra. Okay, for this style of the nose, I like to come down just a little bit and go up to where I taper in. Take it off. Take it off. Okay. We're going to come in at the base of his nose. See where the flat portion ends and it curves up on his air. Go down. And now we have a cheek put in. If we do it to one side, let's come over and do it to the other. All right, let's go ahead and put in the top of our ears. Some have asked what kind of knives I use. There's a lot of really good carving knives out there, but I personally really do prefer the Helvy knife. The reason is they hold a fantastic edge, and when you get them, they are razor sharp, ready to carve. The other thing, if you can't sharpen a knife to have it restored to the factory edge, send it back to him, and Rich will sharpen it. It's either $1 or $2, and I took a couple knives on a scout trip, left them in a leather sheath. However, I forgot that it rained. And the metal in wet leather, yeah, it gets nasty looking. I thought my knife was ruined. I sent it back to him. He sharpened it and returned it. And you can't tell what knife it is now. Try doing that with a flex cut. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and round off the bottom of his ear. Just clean that up just a little bit right in there. See how that just peeled off? Let's put in a sideburn. Put it right up there on the temple. Come down, curve in, and down. Put in your stop cut. Come up to it so you can see it. Now you can see that little thin line. Put your tip of your blade right next to it and just pull up. Okay, that one came out. Wanted to shorten up the sideburn a little bit. Okay, we don't want that big bulky corner on there, so we're going to round it off. Now we're going to put his other ear on. Make a couple cuts on that side. Thin it out. Come back. Till you do a few ears. You know, make 5 or 6 good cuts on it. I did 2 or 3 on that one, but it's just because of the time on the video. Nobody wants to watch a 20-minute video. All right, let's curve it down. Okay, looks like this here might be a little bigger. We can cut it back. Nothing too technical. Put in a sideburn. Stop cut. Bottom of his ear. Come up, off. All right, now let's go ahead and round that side. Now in the middle, put your knife right there. We're going to take the V out right there. Okay, now we're going to come down here and just kind of round that out. So he has a little bit of an eyebrow. And come down. All right, let's work on his mustache just a little bit here. Now on these little British, put my mustache line in, cut it in. I'm going to come up and relieve it just a little bit, or else it will chip off. So just come up and put a couple relief cuts in. That's a cut right there that I'm putting in, okay? Now because he has a mouth, we want to be a little bit curved. Okay, now we can take that out. Come on, pop out. There we go. Okay. Okay, put in the bottom of her. Now we're going to set our lip, bottom lip in. Okay, you just finish that lip off right there. Okay. Want to clean that up right there. Okay, let's turn it around. We're going to do the back. I'm putting in the jaw right here and that little cut right there. That's what we're doing. Okay, just a couple good swoops in now. We'll be good to go. Okay, put in our jawline. Comes in that way. Do the same to this side. Okay, put your knife right there. Okay, we can take and just trim that up like that. Take it off. Then you can give him a little dimple if you want. There you go. Maybe this side will come out a little easier. Usually they pop right out, but because I'm videoing it, it won't. There you go. All right, let's clean those lines up on his chin. Gonna bring it from here. There we go. Okay, I don't like that line right there, so we're gonna cut it off. And right there. Okay, let's do our hat. Come in, just lay your knife flat. Let's come down. Try to keep it straight. You got to go back to where his head goes up to the hat. His head fits on in the inside of the hat. Come around, let's get this side done. Many people ask what kind of wood I carve. It is aspen. And it doesn't matter really. I like it if it's fresh and green, or it's got to be really dry. If it's in between, I don't really care for it. Okay, we're just going to pop that out. There are several little scout bolo ties like this you can carve. Mountain man, the raccoon man. You can make it with the bear or the coyote. There's a Smokey the Bear that we can carve. That one's a pretty basic one. The pirate's one of my favorite. The Santa Claus. Mario and Luigi. The Indian chief. Put a hat band on. If you'd like to see any of those, let me know, and I'll see if I can get another video out here with next little bit. Just got some high-speed internet, so maybe this will download within a day. Used to have to go to my son's house to do it. Okay, just make sure it's nice and round. Then we're going to take our knife and come right here. Come up right there. It's a cut I usually cut myself because I don't wear a thumb guard. And you want to smooth off the top. Now you need to get your chisels, a V-tool, and put these little lines in for your British mustache. And you can just kind of clean out the little chunks and make him a little smoother carving. But that is the Baden Powell Scoutmaster right there. Have a great day.